we got some breaking news. This is fresh breaking news. Hot off the presses. Make sure you guys come in. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Come in, gather around. Thank you. You fought too kind. Throw a like on the video by hitting the thumbs up. That goes a long way to let others know that this content, the Sweet Science boxing video, may be something others may be interested in. So please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Drop me a comment with today's subject, Terence Crawford now being ordered as the WBO champion, 30 days to fight Shawn Porter. That is his mandatory. This is hot news, fresh off the presses. WBO, boom, we got action, okay. Link in the description. WBO welterweight championship contest. Negotiations, Terence Crawford versus Shawn Porter. You see today's date. Today is Wednesday, July 21st. Happy Wednesday, hump day to y'all. And this is kind of out of nowhere. WBO chairman sent a letter to Mr. Bob Arum. You guys can see it on the screen. And PBC frequent promoter Tom Brown. The attention, WBO welterweight championship contest negotiations between Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter. It says, gentlemen, please be advised that the parties herein have 30 days, 3-0, upon issuance of this notice to negotiate and reach an agreement for the above referenced WBO welterweight title contest. If an accord is not reached within that time frame stated herein, a purse bid will be ordered, which is basically like an auction style, per the rules. The minimum acceptable bid is $200,000. So to enter this auction, it has to be $200,000 or greater. Any of the parties involved may request a purse bid procedure at any time during the negotiating process. So if there's like hangups and someone's not cooperating. Furthermore, if a purse bid ceremony for the Crawford-Porter bout is called, section, and then they reference it, triggers and governs proceedings per Terence Crawford, yada, 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 super champion. I'm not going to get into all the semantics and the particulars. So what does this mean? This is a very interesting turn of event. Now, I don't know if Top Rank wanted or expected this, because Terence Crawford, on his verified page, he posted a picture like this, and it says, "I'll be back real soon." 2 days ago, he posted this. He hasn't made any formal announcement as to his next fight. A lot of people were questioning, who is he fighting? There's rumors that it could be a 140-pounder, possibly Jose Ramirez coming off a loss to Josh Taylor, possibly Jose Zepeda, who Ramirez also beat, who's coming off a bad performance with Hank Lundy. And it's up in the air. It's up in the air as far as Bud's next move. We're under the impression that Bud Crawford's contract with Top Rank expires in October based on what his team has said. All he said was, "I'll be back real soon." That real soon has been kind of lingering around. Now you see Crawford in the back. You see his WBO belt. Crawford is a one-belt champion in the welterweight division. The biggest criticism that I've personally seen for Terence Crawford is not that he can't fight. I've never heard anyone say that he's a bad fighter or not skilled. It's his level of opposition, namely at the 147 category. So with the WBO authorizing and hereby declaring negotiations between the two for 30 days, things just got real interesting. Things just got extremely interesting. What will they do? What will Top Rank do? What will be the excuse if the fight doesn't happen? Shawn Porter, who follows me, shout out to him, Showtime Shawn Porter. We haven't heard his next move. I seen that he responded. Hold on. I think it's probably going to be in his replies. Now, the reason I couldn't find it, Shawn Porter deleted it, but I do have a screenshot on my phone. It says, "Not something I was expecting, but I always stay ready to give the fans what they want. Clock starts now." It says the Porter way, Crawford Porter is Showtime, Showtime Shawn Porter. So for whatever reason, he has since deleted this tweet. Things are spicing up. Very interesting, because the Jose Zepeda fan, the Jose's a pay to fight. I don't think fans are really demanding that. People have longed for a fight with Terence Crawford and a high-level opposition, Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter was said to be the mandatory, and for whatever reason, those negotiations went nowhere. Kenny Porter has done interviews. He said he specifically went into the top-ranked offices, since their office is in Las Vegas and he resides in Las Vegas. And he said he went into Bob Arum's room in his office and said, yo, we want the fight. Porter versus Crawford was good. And he says Bob Arum kept reiterating the fact that I don't want to make an offer today between Terence Crawford. He said, Terence Crawford and Porter, I'm not prepared to make you any offers. And then he said things fizzled out, life goes on. So Shawn Porter's team, they seemingly just kind of moved on, like, all right, we can't get this fight, sides of the street, promotional stuff. But with the WBO stepping in and saying, yo, you got to fight him within 30 days. This is real impressive news that is rather shocking, because Virgil Ortiz, I thought they ranked him number 1, but I guess since he's fighting Mean Machine, this boxing is crazy. Virgil Ortiz was ranked over Shawn Porter at some point. They like switched it. But then now he's taking a fight with Aegis Kavalauskas, who Terence Crawford fought, Mean Machine. So since they're tied up, I guess that brings Shawn Porter back into the fold. And they say, hey, you got 30 days to make this happen. If not, goes to a purse bid. Now, the negative thing for Crawford in Top Rank is there's only literally one more belt that Errol Spence needs if he beats Manny Pacquiao. And if you look at Errol Spence's post and Pacquiao's post, that should be an amazing fight. They both look very focused. They both are in shape, and we should get a great welterweight fight. But the bad news is, if Errol Spence does, and I think he's favored to beat Pacquiao, but if he beats Pacquiao, he has all the belts except for Crawford's WBO. So if Crawford and his team do not fight Shawn Porter next, then they would forego or forfeit their title based on this latest ruling, unless they can get like an exemption or exception. And I don't know how that would be handled. And I don't know what would Crawford's reasoning be. You know, I guess we have to wait and see how it all plays out. But if he can't get an exemption for why he's not fighting against Shawn Porter, then he could be stripped of his title, and then it would be available for possibly Shawn Porter, Mean Machine, Virgil Ortiz winner, or whoever else they have ranked. Because sometimes spots like 1 and 2 spots are left open. So this is a crazy power move. I don't know if the fight will happen between Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter. It's funny because Crawford's sister and family and team, they have said stuff about Shawn Porter, like as far as Shawn Porter will get stopped. Bernie, the boxer, said that. He said Terence Crawford will stop Shawn Porter, and Shawn Porter's a weight bully. He said these various things. And Porter kind of laid back in the cuts, showed his willingness to fight. And the other thing that's interesting is Terence Crawford himself has been on record, like he just was speaking to, I'm sure I could pull it up. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Terence Crawford was basically speaking and saying that the fans were lying on him, saying he ducked Porter because he jumped. Basically, I don't want to get into the whole story. This is why you guys got to subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. So I could just give you guys the cliff notes because you will have seen the previous videos. But basically, when Charlo fought Castaño, you had Terence Crawford who took shots at Jermell Charlo saying, haha, you see it on the screen. This is why you're not on the pound for pound list. You got to do better, blah, blah, blah. And then people start saying, hey, well, look at your resume. Why haven't you fought nobody? You ducked Porter, right? Someone says, right? Even though you were fighting nothing but Uber drivers. Terence Crawford responded to the guy, if that's all I'm fighting, I'm making it look easy, right? And you know, he opened up the can of worms, and then people start going in on his resume and back and forth and different things like that. So I seen in the string, and you guys could check it in one of my old videos. I don't know if I'll be able to find it in this particular thread, but Terence Crawford was speaking to somebody. Here it is. I think this is it. So, person says, no, Bud has said many times that the promoter works for him, and when two fighters want to fight and fight can be made, Bob Arum was on board for making the Porter fight until Bud Crawford, his sister, and Bernie started making excuses on why they didn't want the fight. Crawford seen this and he responded, "Stop putting out lies. Stop putting out lies there, sir." And then someone said, "What lies?" Right? Stop using the ucking promoters, managers, and advisors for that weak excuse. Y'all doing they work for us, you dumb MFers. If you really want to fight, you tell them, I don't give two ucks. That's who I want to fight. Let your nuts drop. Say what you want. And you say you're your own boss, Errol Spence. So this is the energy Crawford had for Errol Spence, saying don't use no excuses, blah, blah, blah. Fans, when he started going in on Jermell Charlo, says, what are you talking about? And he's saying, I ducked Porter. So there's people in the comment section saying that he ducked Porter, right? Now we have an opportunity to see the fight, and then we will see if the fight gets made. I don't know. You let me know how you think this plays out, but it's far superior to fights with Jose Zepeda or Ramirez coming off of a loss and things like that. I'm not going to hold my breath because I know how boxing works and politics, sides of the streets, and yada, yada, yada. Let me know if you think the fight will happen next. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Use my link to get TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is an awesome browser extension if you want to make some money on this YouTube platform like yours truly. I use TubeBuddy every day for videos like this. You can too. Click the link in the description. Crawford, Porter, will it happen next? They're being ordered to negotiate if Crawford wants to keep his belt. Holla.